What is going on, y'all? Mamba here, back with another trade review and market recap. Today is Thursday. Happy Thursday. So let's go over today's session. I had a pretty good day. I hit an NQ short that yielded over 100 points. So let's get into that. But first, let's go over our market analysis. So coming into today, indices were showing relative strength based off of NVIDIA and a tariff pause catalyst that happened in the pre-market. NQ was up 1.26% and ES was up 0.74%. And I said that the indices were rallied heavily in the after hours, but selling off based off of updated news. So I wasn't completely sold on the short or long bias. Just thinking that we could fail it just because we rallied so much in the after hours, and it seemed like it was kind of an overreaction with the news. And then there was some news that were saying that the tariffs are gonna still go on, so it's a lot of conflicting news. So I was open to longs and short. The ES at volume in the morning was really good. It was at 296, and we usually want 150k minimum. So there we had some key levels on NQ. We had a level at 21648. So I was looking, if we held this level, bounced off of it, got back over the opening print, and potentially set a higher low, I was open for longs. But if we failed this level and then we retested the level, or we kind of presented some kind of sell setup, I was open for shorts. So let's get into the trade. So just looking at the 2-minute, we sold off aggressively in the beginning. We sold off, and there wasn't too much of an entry. You could have taken an entry on ES just because there was a sell setup. And then in hindsight, there is a potential entry. So this setup was pretty good. Just a standard sell setup below the level. Could have risked about 5 to make 14. As we took out the overnight lows, presented a sell setup trigger. This could have definitely been a sell. And then NQ, if you look at these bars, they're slightly different. NQ was actually weaker. If you had the conviction for the continuation, you could take this sell right here, risking about 24 to make 63. My mistake was I forgot to mark this level, so I wasn't confident in taking a continuation play just because I didn't have a valid target. So I'm definitely going to pay attention to that going forward. I can't be missing levels to add in the session. But anyways, the trade that I actually took was once we got acceptance below this level right here. It's around the 7 a.m. close. I took this rejection off the level to target potentially, I believe it was previous day low. It was far away, so I wasn't going for the whole move. If we looked at ES, we also got a 5-minute close. Once we got a rally up 5-minute close, that gives me confirmation that sellers are taking control, especially because the body is underneath the level. That gave me confidence to just take a quick entry off. So initially I took one off the level. I took a starter position at the level, and then once we got continuation down, I took my full position. I had a baby trim right here at the low of day, and then I held my trade up until about 80 points. I scaled out at 100, and then my runners hit about 120 or so, and then that was basically it. Nice trade on the day. Nice one and done. And that concluded my trades for today. It's been really tough in the markets in general with the indices. The main thing that I learned was, especially in these market conditions with Trump and the tariffs, and it's so news dependent, we can't be married to a bias. So if we're married to the long buys today, we would have absolutely got wrecked here. Or if you're trying to go for a bounce play right here at the level, you're just gonna get absolutely wrecked. So what I learned the most is you can't just trade based off your bias. You gotta follow what price is doing. If we're getting aggressive sell off and sellers are taking full control, it's like there's no real point in trying to go against the price action. So even if we look at the 15-minute, we got a 15-minute close, we got a 15-minute close below the level. All of these signs on the higher time frame is saying like we're gonna go lower. We're gonna test these lower liquidity levels, and if you can see, eventually we hit our final target. I just didn't want to pull through the pullback, take away all my profits, but we did hit our final targets at previous day low. With that being said, you have a good one. Peace.